What's up? Welcome back to the check-in. I'm Simon, and this is my little digital accountability corner. I'm here to share my journey, no perfection, just real progress. And if you're out there working on yourself, you're right where you need to be. So, let's actually check in. And today, honestly, my day, not great. Mentally, not great. I've been short on sleep the whole week, especially last night. I slept really late, even though whatever time I woke up, I had less sleep. And then because of this, I went to work, and because I didn't have enough work, I've been lacking focus today. So I skipped my habits that I normally do. And with this, like throughout the whole day, I've been unfocused in my work. I would get my work done, but in between those periods, my mind would be everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Normally after work, I go gym, but today I had to help my granddad out, which is fine, which I planned out. So then my gym, I intentionally moved it to the end of the day, so it's 10 past 11, so within the next hour I'll be heading off to the gym. And after I helped my granddad out, came home, and I tried to do some work, and the whole time I've just been distracted. Like, I could not focus on anything. Like, even the videos I watch or the research I'm doing, I'm just in between two things. Like, my mind's not focused in one thing. And that's when I realized that the last couple of weeks, the habits that I had helped me autopilot and keep me on track. And when these habits, like today, is out of sync, which is just not when I normally do them, I just felt lost mentally, right? And I've been trying to find this balance. And then I was wondering, when exactly is our brain best wired to build good habits? Because our minds have these powerful layers. And one of them, especially for habits, is your subconscious mind. These are the things that we do without thinking. So for example, when you get on your phone, what is the first thing that you do? Some people go on Instagram, some people go on YouTube, some people go on Netflix, some people play games, right? This is your subconscious mind taking control because you do it without thinking. And in order to build good habits and get rid of your old ones, you want to talk to your subconscious mind. And there are certain times when your subconscious mind is suggestible. There are four that I'm going to talk about, and these are in no order of importance or priority. So the first one is just before you sleep and just after you wake up. This is because your mind is between two states of brainwaves, which is theta and alpha, where you're kind of still like sleepy and relaxed, and your mind is like open to new ideas and learning. It's also focused because there's less distractions. And within these time periods, whatever you do becomes your habit. So some people, as soon as they wake up, they are on the phone, they're on their iPad, right? Some people, whenever they wake up, they brush their teeth straight away. They just get out of bed and brush their teeth. It's what your habits are, what you do subconsciously within this time frame. Second one, after exercise, especially if you do like a really tough exercise, say you run for an hour straight. There's this thing that people call runner's high, which is essentially where your brain releases chemicals, so dopamine, serotonin, and it makes you feel really good. This is one of those prime times where you can tell your brain, hey, you're feeling good, let's keep this thing going. And you can add a habit, or it could be new or something that you're already doing, and you can just stack it. And this is one of the best times to add a new habit. So for some people, like myself, it was either I come home from working out, especially doing cardio, I would either do work, which is ecom or write scripts for YouTube, or cook a healthy meal, which is a good habit to have. So stack it after exercise, especially when you're feeling good, is a great stack. Third one and this one is a tough one because it's outside of what we can control, is when something big happens in your life where you're emotionally unstable. Not emotionally unstable, but your equilibrium state is destabilized, right? So if you think of these two hand levers, this is your identity and your habits, and this is your emotional states, whichever one you pick. And when something big happens, like a breakup, or you move jobs, or you lose someone in your life, there's this massive shift. So you feel bad most times, or you feel uncomfortable. And what happens is your habits and your identity now has to change because your mind wants to survive, right? It has to adapt. So your habits and your identity now have to change in order to find that stability. That time is one of the greatest times where you can focus on what you want, who you want to be, and what habits you want to implement. But this is hard to do because it's not an everyday thing. It is kind of like a freak of nature, or once every couple of years. And the fourth one I want to talk about is when you're mindful, or when you're in the zone or flow state. This is because normally your brain is in a default mode network, or DMN, where there's loads of this noise, this chatter or rumination, which is you have this negative thinking and you're in this cycle of just negative thinking, right? And what happens, and when you're in a meditative state, or when you're meditating in deep concentration, you kind of narrow your focus and everything around kind of just disappears. So therefore all this noise, or all the things that's associated with your DMN is lessened, which allows you to then be more focused and take more or newer information in easier to your brain because there's less clutter in your mind, which also helps with one, releasing of dopamine, especially when you're in your flow state, because you're learning, which then allows you to become more motivated. So, to sum it all up, if you want to build and stick to better habits, you need to tap into your subconscious mind. This is where your brain autopilots. The best time to do this is when it's in its suggestible states. So before you sleep, do something before you sleep that you think is good for you. After you wake up, same thing, do something that's good for you. After you exercise, if you're feeling good, just add something else on top of it to make you feel even better. When something big happens in your life, this is one of the best times where you can change your whole identity, because you want to now focus on getting that balance. And then lastly is when you're really focused and you're very mindful of your actions. The detachment from what you see of your actions can then allow you to then take change or make change. And it's not about being passive, it's about doing your best and then strategically planting new habits into your brain where it's most receptive. So let me know, what do you guys think? Are there any new habits you guys are trying to build, or when do you feel more open to change? And if this video resonated with you, let me know. And I'll catch you guys in the next check-in. Good night. Love you.